All right, it says this hangout is on the air. Good evening, everybody, and welcome, welcome, welcome to another awesome session of Digging for Gold with Len and Laura. And I can't tell you how excited I am to have you all on here tonight. Annabelle, welcome. Cynthia, welcome. Angela, welcome. Martha, welcome. Bill, really glad to have you on, buddy. Chris, welcome. Hey, I got a question for you, Chris. And Rick, welcome. And Chris, the question I have for you is in the 555 method. I'm going to admit something here. I have actually forgotten the 555. And I know what the first five is, and I know what the third five is, and I've forgotten what the intermediate five is. Can you tell me in the chat, just for giggles, what it is, or do you remember? And anyhow, we'll come back to that. And anyone who doesn't understand what I'm talking about, it's okay. Don't worry about it. It's not high on your priority list right now. So hey, we've got a lot of material. We got a lot to cover tonight. We've got a tremendous amount to cover, but I want to start off. I want to start off with a little bit of mindset. The most important contributor to your success is in between your ears, and I'm going to turn this over to Laura right now because Laura had an experience this weekend, and I'm going to ask her to share with you. And the message she's bringing to you is the same message that I've been trying to bring to you for the last 6 weeks. And she'll say it different than I say it. And some of you who don't receive it from me, maybe you'll receive it from Laura, and you'll understand it. So, Laura, take it away.
Okay. Hey, everybody. Thanks for having me on, Len. I really appreciate it. Most of you may or may not know, that I went to a marketing event in Austin, Texas over the weekend. And I was telling Len, it was the most incredible feeling. And the reason it is because I walked into a room full of just lots and lots of people. And every single one of them looked familiar. And it was because I knew the majority of the people I knew right from social media. And so it was just awesome to get to know them. And the weird sensation I had was I knew them, but sometimes I really didn't know like how I was connected with them. So anyway, it was a really cool feeling, and I really enjoyed the whole entire weekend. There was one part of the weekend that really resonated with me, and it was a real true breakthrough for me. And it's something that I've been struggling with. And it's not that I didn't know what was right or wrong, but here's my story. So I was at a reception one night, and a gentleman walked up to me and, "Hello, my name is Todd." And, I said, "Hi, Todd, how are you?" And we talked for a little bit. And in my head, I wanted to know more of him, but I just really didn't know what to say. Well, he actually ended up being one of the presenters during the weekend. And he had his own book. So if you guys know who he is, it's Todd Falcone. Did I say that right, Len?
Todd Falcone. Yes.
Todd Falcone. Okay. And so what Todd Falcone was trying to tell us is when you're attracting people and you're using attraction marketing, the best thing to do is to not even talk business at all. And that's why I was trying to say earlier, like part of that I kind of knew, but to what extent I just wasn't sure. And so in my mind, I think I was still thinking in my conversations or when I'm talking to people on social media, I was connecting with them and asking them things, but still in the back of my mind, I was still thinking, when can I bring my business up? When's the right time to bring my business up? And so when Todd did his presentation, he basically said, if you could just think of it is, you know, meeting somebody in a place where you like have friends and family and you're comfortable, just talk to them, message them, and find out how they're doing, what their likes are, what their dislikes are, and forget about the business. And then once you do that, you know, you'll figure out when you can transition into that, the part of, you know, what do you do? What do you do? And I got to tell you, that was the biggest lesson and thing that I will always remember, because now, boy, I'm way more comfortable at talking to people now because business is not even on my mind, and I'm practicing it more. I'm not really super great at it yet, but now that I understand and know a little bit more about it, it's really helped me out with my business. And it's only been just a few days. So just imagine what it could be like a month from now when I really, you know, start feeling, you know, more comfortable with it and doing it a lot more. So that's my story. And I just wanted to say, you know, that if this is something that you're doing, you know, let's work on it together. Let's take that part of the business away from the conversations, and addition to what Len is teaching us, I think we're going to have better success. That's my guess. So there you have it.
Awesome. And if I may, and Laura, you can jump in here. But the whole reason we're doing this, what I call digging for gold, is to show people how to communicate effectively on social media and attract people to us. So many people go out with the idea of, I got to get somebody, I got to get a sale, I got to make money, I gotta. And the instant that thought establishes itself, you radiate that energy and you push people away from you. People's radars are very sensitized, and so if you radiate the slightest bit of energy that goes, I'm trying to get you, people are going to run. They're going to pull back, and that includes your mother, your father, your aunt, your uncle, your brother, your sister. That's how we end up with no warm market. That's how we end up with nobody to talk to. NFL, no friends left. Your twin sister won't invite you to Thanksgiving dinner. Your mother won't answer the phone because she doesn't want to hear about your business anymore.
Yeah.
So as we move through some of the training tonight, bear that in mind. What we're learning how to do is reach out and touch someone. It's an old advertisement. I forget what company. It was an old TV ad, and I forget what company it was. We want to reach out and touch someone. Okay, you know what? We got a tremendous amount of material to cover tonight. Let's get started. Let me take you back a week, and we'll go back through a couple of What's that, Marta? She's not a twin. No, this is not. Listen, this is a true story. This is somebody I know, and I won't identify the person, but it's somebody I know whose twin sister uninvited her to Thanksgiving dinner because she didn't want her coming around talking about her business. And you know, I can't really blame the twin sister, because a lot of us get into network marketing. We get in there with the idea, and I'm sorry, I'm on a little rant right now. I'll get off it real soon. But we get into network marketing with the idea, we get told, we get suckered in, we get told, and I was told this. I was the first time I got into a network marketing company, I was told by somebody.
Oh, hey, Len, you just froze up.
That was back when we were drawing circles on white paper. Just go show the opportunity to everybody. Everyone's going to get involved. Everyone's going to become your business partner. You're going to be multimillionaires in a few months' time. And, you know, in a month's time, I didn't have any friends or relatives left. They didn't want to talk to me. First off, when you get into this business, you have zero credibility. You go to your friend, you say, "Oh, we're going to make millions." They laugh at you and say, "How many times have you done that in your life?" Yeah, you've got a lot of credibility. And so it's breaking in takes gentleness. It takes sincerity. It takes treating people like you would like to be treated. You don't like salesmen approaching you, and neither do they. And I hear people tell me, people say, "Oh, I couldn't do this. I'm not a salesperson." Fantastic. Salespeople don't do well in this business. They don't do well in it at all. The less you know about sales, the better off you are. Okay. Having said that, should I get off my rant now?
Yes, let's get moving.
Yes, ma'am.
Tap, tap. I'm just kidding. But yeah,
no, you're not kidding, and it's okay. It's you're right. It's the right thing to do. Let's just jump right in. I'm going to go to screen share. We're sharing. We're going to share. We're going to present to everyone, and I'm going to do and this is not PowerPoint. We're going to do just a really, really quick review of some of the different strategies for those of you who are sort of new at it and don't know what all we're doing. I'm going to just throw up a Word document for a moment. What are some of the strategies? And so one of the ones we did last week, and we're going to go back and revisit it again tonight for a little bit, is using the Facebook search bar to find, for example, friends who like healthy living and live in your town, USA. Building locally. Green dots. That was a question I threw out to Chris, or not green dots, never mind. Sorry. The question I threw out to Chris was 555, but green dots. I'll cover those real briefly in just a moment. Posting in groups, mining pages. And if you don't know what these things mean, you shouldn't, and we're not going to cover everything tonight, but you should. Responding to likes and comments. If somebody likes or comments on a post of yours, on your fan page, on your personal page, wherever, respond to all likes and comments. We'll talk very briefly tonight about handling friend requests. I'm going to go back and pick on Terry Ramal a little bit. And then we use some things like Success Magazine to find people that are success-oriented. Tony Robbins to find people that are interested in self-help. Eric Worre, Ray Higdon, or any other MLMer you can think of to find people that are interested in MLM or believe in the MLM lifestyle and won't tell you it's a scam, it's a pyramid, and how can you get involved in an illegal scheme like that? You just won't get it from those kinds of people. Organic Lifestyle Magazine. Once again, your news feed. Don't forget your birthdays. Do them religiously. Now, before I jump out to Facebook, we're going to review the idea here. The most important thing about this training that we're doing every week is how to have conversations with people. So I want to share with you a conversation that would seem to have had a negative impact, but it isn't, because it's really a strategy sitting in here. So I blocked out the person's name. But in the middle of June, I had sent the person the videos, and I had asked the person if she had had a chance to watch them, and the response back was, "I will watch them later today or tomorrow. My phone crashed, blah, 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 blah." And I said, "Okay, cool. Let me know." Well, I never heard back, so a week or so later, I pulsed her again. "Did you get a chance to watch the videos?" Now I got no response at all. Zero, zip, nothing, nada. Okay? I waited a little bit. I pulsed her again. "My friend, are you ever going to watch the videos?" Again, I got nothing, nada, nothing. So then I took out the big guns. Now, this is a strategy that Ray Higdon teaches also. It's also a strategy that certain people like Diane Hockman teach, or Adam Chandler teach in handling your email list. If you have people that are not responsive, basically you shock them. And what we're trying to do is get a response. "Hey, I'm never going to watch the videos. I don't care about your damn videos. Go away, leave me alone." Fine. But you can't, in this business, we can't handle the blank stare. So I sent her a message that said, "Okay, I give up. You're not interested in toxins in our environment, so I'll quit asking." Well, that elicited a response. So I got this nice long letter back, which I won't read the whole thing up to you, but it basically says, "Len, you're a douchebag. I can't believe that you would say something like that to me. Blah, 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 blah. I'm a single parent. My sister died from toxins, and I can't believe you would make a comment like that. And then she says, oh, by the way, I'm sorry I didn't respond to you. So she actually, after she ranted a little bit back at me, she apologized. I sent her a letter back, a little note. I apologized back to her. Hey, I'm sorry, my bad. I didn't mean to come through.
Hey, Len, you there?
Huh? What?
Yeah, you just froze up a little bit.
Am I back?
Yes, you're back. We just missed the last. Is that just me? Or can somebody post in there? Are you seeing it frozen, or is everything okay? What do you see, Angela? I just want to make sure that they're not experiencing it either.
Okay. Let me come back to share for just a moment, and we'll just see what's going on. It's moving.
Okay, so it's moving.
Okay, Chris, thanks. Okay, so, but here's the message. Here's the message, folks. You know, there is a really, really great conversation, and you might think, well, geez, you pissed her off, Len. Well, yeah, I did, but what I wanted to do was get a response from her. Yes or no? I'm going to watch them. I'm not going to watch them. In this business, all you want's a decision. No, I'm not interested. Yes, I am. Now, you know, I turned it around. We are friends again. We're talking again. We're communicating. And I certainly don't consider her to be a lost cause. Now I've got her attention. So I'm going to go back. I've frozen twice. I don't know what to do about that.
Okay.
So just keep an eye on. Let me know if I'm frozen. So I'm going to go back to her and I'm going to talk to her some more. And we'll see where it goes. So, you know, if you have someone who isn't responding to you at all, and they said that, and they already gave you permission to send them the videos, and you sent them, you know, it's fair game after 2 or 3 tries to hit them with a sledgehammer and see if you can shake them free and find out where their head's at. I had one woman recently who she broke her wrist. And, you know, I mean, these things happen. Okay, let's go back to the screen share. So,
okay.
Hopefully this is all going to work out. Present to everyone. And let's go on Facebook. So one of the things, thank you, Chris. One of the things we did last week was we used the Facebook search bar, and the exact search we put in was people who like, I didn't misspell anything yet. You can't laugh yet. People who like healthy living and live in San Diego. And I pointed out to you, I don't know what, how'd that word nation creep in there? I don't want that. But anyhow, we'll leave it alone. Okay, people. So I pointed out to you that this is just a good way to go looking for people that are local. So you can put in people who like healthy living and live in, I don't know where the word nation came in. Let me see if we can get it out of there. Remember, I told you, let's do this, live in San Diego. Yeah, I told you the Facebook search bar can be cantankerous. So here's a good way. And the reason I want to come back to this is if you remember last week, we picked on Connie here, and we just said, we went out to Connie, right click, open link in new tab, Connie Bennett, and I had a post up. Okay, come on, Facebook, you can do this. She had a post up about sweets, and let me go back because that post has been reposted a couple of times. So here I am. I sent her a comment last week. She sent me a comment back. We're communicating. I'm not going to go through the whole thing, but she's got a little book. I went ahead and I downloaded her book, and now we are having a conversation. I'm not going to go through the details right now of the conversation because so far it hasn't led anywhere. What I want to do is go back to this search and just point out to you that this is a perfectly very valid way to look for people, and especially, again, if any of you were on the training last Thursday night that Angel Belichowski did, you have to be in the PCI training group to have been on it. But they're doing Facebook Live locally. So she's building a local team, and her local team is in Canada, but that's okay. It doesn't matter where your local team is. If you want to build a team locally, this is a perfectly legitimate way to search for people in your local area. Let's see. Let me see. So if there's any questions, go ahead and toss them in the chat. I will also point out to you, I forgot to mention this, I will point out that we did add a new person to the team this week. And that person that we added to the team came from one of these strategies. I don't know which one. It doesn't really matter. We met on Facebook. We had a nice long chit-chat conversation. And 2 days ago, she joined the team. So this stuff really happens. Let me give you another example. This
hey, Len.
Yo.
That's how I got my two members. It was,
you know what?
From doing strategies just like this.
Yeah, you know what? Let me come back to you. Because we got off on that other little tangent a few minutes ago. I forgot to ask you about how you're doing this week with your strategies, and also, is Lawrence out there? Larry?
I haven't seen him.
Yeah, Larry. All right. No, I don't know. I know Larry's got several people he's talking to, so I was gonna pulse him and see. But yeah, you've come up with some people using the strategies. Why don't you tell people about that? What strategies are working for you?
Okay. Well, I haven't used the city one yet for my local area because I'm waiting. I'm going to be doing a Facebook Live launch for my local area soon.
Awesome.
So I'm going to use that for that. So so that came in handy. But really, the strategies that I've been using, I've been going to Tony Robbins. That seems to be a page that I'm pretty successful at getting people to respond back to me and starting to communicate. And that's my favorite strategy, is going there, putting information, commenting, looking at people's pages, just and their profiles, and just kind of looking to see if I think they're leader material. I mean, that's basically what my strategy is right now, because I want to make sure that it's not wasting time, but it is wasting time. I'm running a business now, so I'm not going to want people on my team that I'm going to have to hold their hand. And so I am looking for people who are, ready to lead, who look like they're positive, motivating, empowering. I look for people who comment on there to empower other people, where they tell them, great job, you're inspiring, or stuff like that.
Let me interrupt you for a moment, okay? Forgive me. I hope you don't mind. Are you comfortable doing a screen share and just going out to Tony Robbins and showing what you're doing? Because one of the pages I was going to here in a little bit was Tony Robbins. I was gonna take, that's a little out of the sequence of what I was gonna do tonight, but it doesn't matter.
I was not intending to do that, but I will take it on. I will do it. No problem.
Yeah. Hey, and Marta, I don't understand your question. Laura, how will people see it? See what? Marta, I don't understand that question at all.
Okay. Let's see. Am I out on Face? Okay. Screen share.
And ladies and gentlemen, what Laura's about to show you is one of the absolute most powerful strategies here, and it really works. So I'm going to white box you, Laura. You've got the screen.
Can you see me?
I see Tony Robbins.
Okay. So what I normally do is, first of all, I don't look for a sponsored. Some of the things that are posted are sponsored posts. I don't know. But what I do is I just kind of look and I say, oh, this is 3 hours ago. There are over 379 people that liked this. Find your champion, results for life. And my favorite strategy is I like to go on the hearts, because I truly feel like if somebody is willing to put their heart out there and to say, this really means a lot to me, that's something that I cherish. So I would just click over here and I say, okay.
Can you make the screen bigger? I suspect that question is going to be coming real soon. I don't know if you can, but
let's see.
And Marta, I understand your question. We'll get to it in a moment.
Yeah, I don't remember where to do. Oh, maybe it's here. Yep, here we go. Yep. Okay.
You made me do it, so now it's
Okay. Is that big enough?
I hope so. It depends on on Rick's glasses.
We'll go with that.
Okay.
So what I do is I look for a post that was fairly recent. This one was just 3 hours ago. And there are over 379 people who had liked it. And there are people who would comment. So I kind of look at it and go, oh, okay, ready to achieve medal-worthy success, get inspired with your own Tony coach, start closing the gap between where you are and where you want to be today. And that's kind of inspiring because it's find your inner champion. So I'm a happy face girl. I always like to show people my emotions. So most of the time I throw my happy face in there. So what I usually do is I look to see what other people have commented on. And this lady, Carrie Stiles, okay, she's saying, okay, she's not really being inspiring. Results for a better life, maybe, but nothing is for life. Okay, I don't really care for that. Is there anybody in here? Okay, so this is Jerry West. Everyone has an inner champion. Love this, Tony. That would be somebody that I would check out.
I agree.
Because that to me was pretty inspiring. He didn't seem like he was a whiner.
Right.
So then I go up here, I click on his page, and I see, okay, he's into fitness. He looks like he's in a team environment. Oh, what is his? He has a pretty cool cover photo. I just saw this posted in a Facebook group. Okay, earn residual income. He may need some help with training, but going to make a video. I don't know. I just kind of, ooh, I like this one. The people we choose to surround ourselves with either lift us or drag us down. Okay. I can't comment on there. All right, I can't comment on there because I'm not his friend, which I don't like that, and I can't even follow him.
Right.
So bye-bye. Okay.
Right. Yeah. Okay. So you are looking for the follow button also.
Yep, I look for the follow button, and the reason I do that is because if I like somebody's post and their page is pretty good, and if I don't want to, because I never friend request anybody. Right. So if I want to get his attention, then I will follow him and see if he responds to that. Because the other strategy that you taught us, Len, was follow people and see if they follow you back.
Right.
And so, yeah, so for him, I can't follow him. So, and I just kind of go down. I'm so ready for the best results of my life.
I like Jackie Garcia. Grab Jackie Garcia. You can follow. Let's take a look at her because she's ready for the best results of her life.
Yeah, she's That sounds really good.
Yes, and you can follow her.
Okay, so I followed her.
We'll answer that question, Marta.
What you allow is what will continue. See, I like that. So I'm just going to like it. Not allowed to comment, but I guess I can like. That's pretty.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, all right. That's pretty much good for her.
About all you can do there, huh? Yeah. Agreed.
Yep. And so, I can go back, and that was pretty much for coaching. So I'm not really going to do too much on that.
Now, let me ask you a question. Come on back to the top, just to the top of that post for a moment. All right, stop.
Okay.
Now you went too far. Come back down just a little bit. Just a little bit more. Okay, so we had 370. We had all the people that liked and all the hearts. Are you doing anything with them, or are you just looking for the comments down there?
I can also scroll through here. Yeah, I didn't finish that, did I?
Right.
So if I look on the hearts, because like I said, I like to look for the people who have emotion. So I look for the ones that click on the love part.
Now listen to these guys. You got a woman here. She's looking for the emotion, but that's a connection. I mean, I think that's really awesomely powerful, Laura.
Yeah, I don't know. That's really important to me, and so
Yeah.
I will there's only 16 of them, so I kind of go down here quickly, and like here, Arlena, she works from home. Okay, studies. I'll follow her. I can go ahead and click on her, take a look at her profile. Serene House Publishing, Awakening Heart. Okay, where's she at? She's in, oh, I don't even know where that is. Klang? Huh, okay. Well, I followed her. Her stuff would probably have to get translated.
Yeah.
But
yeah, she's not speaking English.
Indonesia. Okay. So I'll go back. And then I just kind of go through and see who can I follow. Neil, he has a pretty cool cover page, PhD. You can check him out. Let's see. Good deeds aren't done by walking into a church. They're done by walking out and helping others. All right, I love that. I really love that. So I'm going to say I love that. But I can't comment, so that's okay. I'm going to go ahead and follow him and then move on to the next person. Ooh, Ed Zimbardi. I know who that is. What's your superpower? Yeah, she might be a good one to connect with.
Yeah.
So let's see. So we have 2 mutual friends. Former life coach. Ooh, she does videos. Oh, and I can comment. So I'm going to follow her. I'm going to like her video. And now normally, I know we're on here. Normally I would watch the video to see if I like her style, her leadership style. And if I do, I would actually type that in. I would say something about her leadership style. Since I know we're just on here, I'm going to say, great video. Maybe just comment a little bit more. My heart goes out to the family. Oh, that's sad. Oh, I'm going to be sad, and I'm not gonna comment on that, but The comfort zone is a beautiful place, but nothing ever grows there. Success is not a measurement, it's a movement. Get up and get moved. She sounds like she's pretty inspirational.
Yep. Yeah, I like her.
So
get to know her. You never know. Awesome.
So, ooh. Now, I love Tony Robbins. And so, yep, I'm just going to click on one mother looking away for girl. Oh, she's a realtor, looks like. Posting her stuff on Twitter. So that's it. I'm done with her. Then I can go back. I really like the fact that she's a superpower.
Yeah.
That fits in right with my strategy of how I do business. So love it.
Okay. Cool.
So I'll just do one more. I'll do it real quickly so that so the group can see how I do it. So I know 2 people. Ooh, she lives near me. She lives in Detroit.
There you go.
But I can't comment on her. I'll follow her. I can like her picture. Oh, it works. Okay, that's all right. She doesn't really post all that often.
Right.
So I'm not going to follow her. She posted 4 hours ago in July.
Right.
And then in June. So she's not really active.
Yeah.
Although
I would differ. It doesn't hurt to follow her. I mean, there's absolutely no harm in following.
Yeah, I was just thinking that because maybe she needs help.
That's,
Maybe she's a great leader.
She may be struggling.
Yeah, maybe she needs a leader to help her get moving again.
Yep. You never know. Okay. You never know what's going on. So awesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yep. Okay.
Okay. Is it back to me?
It should be. Yep.
Okay.
Back
cool.
to you.
All righty. So, the strategy that Laura was sharing with you there, and we do that on multiple different pages. And now it's already 20 to 6. We're not going to do all of this tonight, but some of the pages that I put up before. Now, Laura just did Tony Robbins, but one of the other pages that I like to go take a look at is Organic Lifestyle Magazine, for example. We take a look out there and see what we can find, because clearly we're finding people that are interested in organic lifestyles. Now, I'm not going to go do demonstrations of this right now. We're not going to find people here right now because it's already 22. And I want to go back to some of the other strategies and point them out to you. First off, I want to remind you to do your best to never, ever, ever forget people's birthdays. So let me just go back to my timeline. And we had there were like 6 birthdays today. Jeffrey Haddon and 6 others. Now, I want to show you something here. I want to show you the significance of this, for example. I'm going to pick on Jeffrey. And I'm just going to go to Jeffrey's timeline. And I had, okay, Facebook, you can do it. You can do it. You really can.
It's kind of running slow tonight.
Yeah, there's something going on, huh? Okay, I had sent Jeffrey the videos quite a while ago, and him and I have been going back and forth, and he's been one of the, oh, okay, I'm going to get to it. No, I didn't get to it. At least he's been responsive to me. But what happened, interestingly enough, today today was his birthday. So I sent him a birthday message. Happy birthday. Standard birthday message. Happy birthday, Jeffrey. Hope it's a great one. Any special plans? Ends with a question. Thanks, Lynn. Not really. Blah, blah, blah. I answered him back. We talked a little bit. And then suddenly he says, okay, I'll get back to you by the end of the week. I've had so much going on. I want to fully watch the video undisturbed. Awesome. So the birthday, the happy birthday wish prompted him that, hey, Jeffrey, you haven't watched the damn videos I sent you. Would you just get off the pot and let me know? So, okay. So now he's committed to watching them by the end of the week. So I'll follow up with Jeffrey by the end of the week. So what are some of the other things? We went through all these different strategies. I'm not gonna demonstrate them all. What are green dots? Just a reminder. Green dots are people that you already know that are online right now that you can send a message to and say, hey, and I'm not going to bug Barbara Bugman tonight, for example, but Barbara is somebody that I pulse her every now and then. About once every 2 or 3, 4 weeks, I pulse her. I think she's going to come around someday and actually join us, but she's not a big builder probably. But I can go down, you can run down through the green dots and just look for people that you haven't talked to for a while and reconnect with them. Fan page. You want to always go down through your fan page.
Hey, Len, can I say something really quick about the birthday?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay, I was waiting for you to get done, but who's in here? Angela, I think you do, and Chris, you may also. But I don't know if you guys have done this before, but I did this recently, and I think it worked really well. I got a response back, and they thought it was really funny. But I have friends who have birthdays, and I've been doing a video to their timeline singing them happy birthday.
I've actually done that.
And the response has been really fun. Now, you may not want to sing, I don't know, but I don't mind. I think it's just fun and crazy. But that is, if you don't do that, that's an idea and something that you can do. And even if you just do hey, it's me, I just wanted to say happy birthday, have a magical day, whatever. You don't have to sing. But that's another way also to get their attention. They like that. And the other people on their timeline is going to see your video. They seem to be ranking higher than just comments.
Well, videos do rank higher than comments on Facebook for sure.
Yeah. So that's a, just in case you want to do some videos of happy birthdays.
Okay. That's actually a great idea. And I have done that, although I will admit that I've only done it a couple times. But I have done it, especially with really close friends. Okay, so continuing on, just sort of coming from the right side of the screen to the left, what are some of the other strategies? And I'm not going to go through all of these tonight, but here you want to go down through your timeline or through your fan page, and let me get down a few posts because all those were today. Get down a couple posts on. So I mean, look, this is my Coffee with Len video yesterday. 1,619 people reached 216 views. Hey, Chris, this is what I was mentioning to you, by the way. But at any rate, you want to be sure that when you come down through this, and just look for people that have liked or commented, and make sure that you respond back to them. Always like it back that they liked your video. Comment back to them. I'm not going to take the time to comment back to these people right now. Because, well, we just don't have a lot of extra time here tonight, and I want to cover a few more things. But you want to be going back and just being in touch with these people and having conversations with them. Now, I also want to say a little bit here, and again, same thing. Now, I want to say a little bit here about ethics. When we're coming down through our timeline, we're coming down through our fan page, there's a really good chance that we're going to bump into people that are either working with someone else or are already in the company we're in, we got to be sensitive to it, and we want to do this with integrity. We don't want to be rating other people's people. And so one of the things that I do, and I will show you this as an example in a conversation that I have here. So here is a young lady named Sue that I've had an ongoing conversation with, and that's interesting. Yeah, show previous messages. Thank you. Anyhow, I've had an ongoing conversation with Sue for some time, and she mentioned Asante to me. When I asked her if I could send her the videos, when I asked her if I could send her the videos, she came back and she asked me if I was talking about Asante, and she said she has some of the products. So I immediately went to, are you a distributor? And she told me she is. So, and when we were all done, I mean, that doesn't mean we're done with the conversation. It means that, I'm not going to talk to her about Asante anymore, that's for sure. Or maybe I am, but only if there's something I can do to help her. But the point is, we want to keep some integrity in this and not be rating other people. Similarly, your news feed. You want to go down through your news feed a couple of times a day. The more often you can do it, and just go down and look. Now here's a woman. There's a woman I know in San Diego that is a nurse, and she's on my radar. I think it's going to take a little while, but she's on my radar as somebody I really want to talk to a little bit more. So clearly, I'm going to like any post that she's put up, and maybe make a comment. I don't know. I want to see what this video says before I go ahead and make a comment on it. So I'm going to pass it up right now. But once again, you want to be checking your, there's Rory. He's already in our group. But you want to be checking your timeline, once, twice a day if you have the time to do it, and commenting. And again, the more interactive you are with people, the more engagement you have with people, the better off you are. Notifications. Go down through your notifications. Again, we're not going to demonstrate this today. We're actually not going to go down through these, but just go through your notifications. And I get a couple hundred notifications a day now, so sometimes I scroll through them pretty quickly. But what I'm looking for is people that have Brian Garcia liked my posts in bloggers only. Okay, I'm looking for people that have liked my posts, have commented on my posts, or done something that are either not in my team, or I don't know who they are, or I just want to find out. I want to go out and see who they are. So what we're looking for is people that we can connect to, and maybe even people that we're already connected to. Bailey Nielsen likes my comment. Okay, fine. We're looking for those connections. We're going down through our messages, and again, we're looking for, and again, we're not gonna just go through these right now, but here's an interesting one. This happened today. Scott had a birthday today. I sent him a birthday message. I got a response back from Scott. He was at MLSP over the weekend, and so we had a little chit chat here. And he's off partying tonight because it's his birthday. But I will clearly get back to Scott here in the next couple of days and find out what he's doing. So these are gold mines to be sure that you stay as much as you can stay on top of. And let me look at my list of strategies. Have I sort of touched on everything tonight? What have I left out? The only other one I want to do is I want to talk about friend requests. We obviously don't confirm every friend request, but I do look at most of them. So here's Monica. I don't know, Laura, what would you do with this? She lives in Nice, France. She's widowed. She's clearly elderly. Mm-hmm. I don't know if this is a legitimate request or not. I suspect it's not.
It's probably not, because there are no pictures, no posts. widow, I noticed that a lot of people who say widowed are actually not good accounts.
Yeah. So a piece of me wants to reach out and say this could be a little lonely old lady who just wants somebody to talk to. The piece of me wants to say delete request. And I got to tell you, I really do struggle with some of these. What I do with some of them, and let me close this and find my Word document, because I may do this. I have a Word document that has a bunch of things in it. One of the things it has in it is a well, one of the things it used to have in it.
Yeah, Angela said you might spend too much time talking also. It's not, oh, what do you call that? Producing activity.
Yep. Who said that?
Angela was just saying, yeah, isn't his cheat sheet awesome, Angela? I'm trying to get him to give it to us.
Oh, the cheat sheet? Okay.
Yeah, Angela was saying that, if that is tough.
Yeah, let me come back to that in just a minute. Just because of the picture, I'm saying to myself, you know what? It's not business, but maybe it's a little old lady who wants somebody to talk to. On the other hand, she's in Nice, France, and I'm going to go ahead and delete the request. End of story. Certainly, no request found to remove. Okay, fine. Well, it's because I clicked it twice. So friend requests. You got to take a look at each one of these friend requests and decide, on an individual basis, what you want to do with them. Do you accept them? Here's an interesting guy. He's a dad, husband, student, mentor, freedom, something or other, visionary, leading to the way, financial freedom. Okay. Now, what I might do with somebody like him is, rather than, and I was going to show you, I have a pre-written, but I apparently overwrote it because I can't find it, but I have a pre-written message that simply says, thank you for the friend request. You've all seen this before. I'll fix it and come up with it again before next week. It says, thank you for the friend request. As a way to connect further, I publish a marketing newsletter, and I would love to send you a copy. Please send me your email address. So I'll just try to engage them and see what comes out of it. If they send me their email address, then I add them to my email list, and then we'll go from there and decide whether or not we want to go ahead and accept the friend request or not. So in many cases, I'll take the friend request in stages. So, and especially if I don't know where the friend request came from. Let's see, this one sort of came out of the blue. Business owner, ultimate health and beauty. I don't know where this came from, and so I'm not gonna accept it. I'm certainly not going to accept it immediately. This is another one, and there's a good chance that this is an imposter, just simply because of the nature of the picture. There's only one picture. I may ignore that, or I may just send hey, send me your email address, and see if they respond back with something. Because the ones that are imposters, they're not going to come back with an email address, or certainly not going to come back with a legitimate one. Mm-hmm. So having said all that, it's 5 minutes to 6. Let me come over to the Hangout, stop the screen share. Where is Evernote? Evernote, okay.
Oh, Angela and I were kind of talking about your cheat sheet in Word.
Right.
And Angela was just saying that she's got a sheet, she's got to add to it though. And I said, well, I started one, but I do use Evernote. I started to. I don't really have a lot of those in there yet. And she was just saying that she thought that was a cool idea. And then that's when Marta asked what Evernote was.
Okay. Well, the other thing is, I'm back to presenting. If you go to on Facebook, if you go to lunch, I don't know if I have it in Lunch with Len. And Marta, this is the group I was you were asking about before, Lunch with Len. is a group on here, and you can join it. In fact, Marta, what is your? There you are. You're now in Lunch with Len.
Just like that, Marta.
Okay, contact tracking sheet right there. Here's a copy of my contact tracking sheet that I use. Feel free to download it and use it. If you don't like my sheet, feel free to edit it or modify it. What I do is I put somebody's name in. I make a note to myself, whether it's a new contact or somebody I've known before. I make a note of the date I sent them the video, any comments, and then follow-ups. And these are just dates that go in that I follow up with them. Hey, did you watch the video? Hey, did you watch the video? Hey, did you watch the video? Hey, I guess you're never going to watch the video. Did I get them on the webinar? Did I get them on a three-way call? Did they make a decision? I mean, those are some of the things that I follow up with the people, and that's what I do. And if you give me just a second, I will show you I'll show you my real sheet. This is really mine. I've got 5 pages in it, and I've got people that I've marked them out in red because they said no. I've marked them out in green because they said yes. I've marked them out in yellow because I consider them to be a maybe, and I just keep track of them. And you know, and again, I've got 5 pages of this, so I've got a number of people that I haven't ever sent them the video, and I don't know why. I have to go back and look at each one and see what's going on with them. But basically, if I haven't sent them the video, they're not very high on my radar screen. The ones that are high on my radar screen are the ones I've sent the video to. And, you know, I've got about, I don't know, 20, 25, 30 different videos out there. Let's see. Google Hangouts. There we go. And stop the share. Okay. Can we print this form? Yes, Marta. It's an Excel spreadsheet. Just go get it. It's in Lunch with Len, and you can access Lunch with Len now. And I will put the replay for today's Lunch with Len up in Lunch with Len as soon as we end the call here in the next couple of minutes. So basically, that's all for today. I hope you got value. Thank you all for joining us. If there's any questions, you got maybe another minute or two to get them up.
Oh, you froze again.
Chris, did I leave anybody off? I guess a couple people have left. That's okay. There's a 6 o'clock webinar that some people may be getting on. And Marta was asking also, Laura, where she can see the video, the Facebook Live video for your launch for your local group. And of course, you'll have to announce that when the time comes.
Yeah, I will have to. Haven't worked on that yet.
Yeah, yeah.
So that'll probably be in the next 2 weeks. I'll have that ready.
Good.
So you can watch for it then.
Okay. So as a final comment, ladies and gentlemen, please. I mean, look, this stuff works. Laura's getting people to talk to. I know Larry Ryan is. I am. We brought in a new team member last week. We're getting people to talk to. The stuff works. And you've got, you know, about 10 or 12 different strategies. You don't have to use all of them, but pick 1 or 2 that you're most comfortable using and go give it a spin, give it a try, and come back next week and tell us how you did. And remember, the stuff takes time. You're building a team, and the reality is you're not looking for everybody. You don't want everybody. You're looking for a handful of people that are going to help you build. And the reality is it may take a month or 2 or 3 or 6 to find the people. But it's okay, because once you find a couple of builders, just stand back and get out of the way, because they'll take it from there. Right?
Yep.
That's it.
Right. Yep.
Got to get started. Got to get them trained. But hey, that's all for tonight. Unless anybody has anything else, Laura, thank you so much for your help. I really appreciate it. You've done a marvelous job as usual. You're a rock star on your way to the top.
Thanks, Len. I appreciate you.
And and we will talk to you next weekend. Next week, I will watch the video on 555 and review it because I've forgotten it myself. I haven't used it in so long. So, but it was pretty popular at one point. So, all right. Night, everybody.
Awesome. Thanks. Night, night, everybody.